Okay, I'm gonna try shoot it. What? Oh, it's pinging onto you! Oh, no! Run!
Bruh.
The new Arc Raiders update just dropped, and this might be the update that completely changes how this game is played. In my opinion, guys, before we get into the details of the video, this is such a W update. Of course, new glitches have been introduced, but they have promised to get rid of a whole bunch of glitches that people were abusing. I'm sure you guys have seen these glitches on YouTube shorts and stuff, but Shrouded Sky includes new enemy types, which a lot of people are excited for, weapon balance changes that does not include the El Toro. For some reason, everyone's been complaining about the El Toro, but they do not weapon balance that gun. A whole new map condition that includes a whole hurricane, a new seasonal player project called the Weather Monitoring System, which sees you earn rewards if you complete it, free Raider deck that you can, unlock new customizations without actually spending real money. You also got a Damn Battlegrounds map update, and we got facial hair customization for all the chads that were crying for that. But again, guys, so many big updates, but let's get into the biggest update, and that is the Hurricane event. So this event sees visibility dropping and strong winds affecting your movement. Running against the wind significantly slows you down, while running in the same direction as the wind will give you like some type of like speed boost. Crazy physics. The winds will damage your shield over time, and small particles colliding with your shield will cause you to light up like a Christmas tree, making you very visible to any raiders nearby, leaving you with a choice depending on what lobbies you're in. So if you're in PvP lobbies, you're definitely probably going to want to take it off, because no shield equals more stealth. Or if you keep your shield on, you risk being seen from longer distances. Honestly, the choice is yours. Also, it's impossible to recharge your shield outdoors. You have to look for some shelter, recharge your shield, and then continue moving. Something I also think people were really excited for is the additional enemies that were added, namely the Comet and the Firefly, which are both arc that aim to kill you with fire. The Firefly is more like a hornet, but instead of electricity, it spits fire. It's also very heavily armored, making it quite hard to kill with just bullets. So the easiest way to kill it is by shooting one of the front plate armor off, and then targeting the thruster, with which might make it die to fall damage. Alternatively, you could just bring 2 seeker grenades, throw it at it, and it will die to 2 seeker grenades. It also drops crafting materials, which are now required in the crafting of Trailblazers. And yes, Trailblazers are now more expensive to craft, despite its nerf. On the other hand, we have the Comet, which is arguably the more terrifying of the two. It's a ball-like arc that is heavily armored, but moves just as fast as a pop. It also has like a little like spin-up thing that the Surveyor Vault is known for. And your best bet at killing it is either by just shooting it from a distance, or placing a well-timed snap blast grenade on it. It'll blow up in one shot. It seems weak to that.
Nice.
And just like the new enemy variant, it also now drops ingredients that are required in the crafting of deadlines. You cannot craft a deadline with just the ingredients from before. You now need this Comet component to craft deadlines. So obviously the weather condition is definitely gonna affect the way the game plays. So with the hurricane raging topside, it forces players indoors, meaning PvP is gonna go even crazy on this mode. Key rooms under this condition also seem to be on par with night raids, as every key room I did under this condition seemed to drop some items, including snap hooks, three blue to purple guns per room, and crazy blueprints. There are even more weapon balances, main one being the Stitcher nerf, where Embark felt like it did too much damage, especially headshot damage, so they nerfed the headshot damage multiplier from 2.5 to just 1.75. And I think this is also a good thing, because now the Bobcat can actually feel like the better SMG as compared to, because there wasn't really a big difference between the Bobcat and the Stitcher. You know what I mean? Especially considering how much more expensive it is to craft the Bobcat. If the Stitcher is just being outdone just by a fraction, then this change is welcome. Common guns should feel like common guns, where epic guns should feel like epic guns. It's the Stitcher's body shot damage is also decreased. The Kettle was nerfed as well. Venator was nerfed as well, which I am very happy about. I'm going to test all of these things in the future, guys, so if you want to just keep updated with everything as soon as possible, then please consider subscribing. I am on the road to 1k subs. But again, guys, we do have some W updates here, especially with the weapon balance changes, and namely that being of the Jupiter and the alphelion, which were both buffed to be more compatible with PvP situations, which is such a W update. So far, the energy or legendary guns just only felt good for PvE, but if they're making them more compatible with PvP, then that is a welcome change. And hopefully we can see more people competing with energy weapons topside as compared to just people bringing them to matriarch events, and that's, as you know, that's the only place you're going to find these weapons. They also have the new weather monitoring system, which earns you rewards like any other player project. But I do advise you to do this after the expedition, as you may unlock some blueprints doing this player project, and you don't want that to be all reset because you did your player project too soon. A lot of glitches were patched, including some that I'm sure you guys have seen in many shorts of videos on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram of people doing all sorts of weird things with zip lines, mines, and utility items. So Mbog essentially made it that so you can't put mines on zip lines, and you can't do weird things with zip lines where you can like fly across the map. That is such a welcome change, because this game just became very unrecognizable with all these sorts of glitches that people were exploiting. You can also craft energy ammo by default without having to get the equalizer blueprint, which is such a W change, because getting the equalizer blueprint sometimes, especially in PvP lobbies, is almost impossible without someone trying to obviously grief. Another big change that Mbok made is that spotter relays can now be used topside. So I unfortunately got my homie killed, just not my homie, but like just some random raider that was friendly. I got him killed unfortunately by the bombardier. I had no idea how this thing worked, but I got the spotter relay. I placed it on the ground, and it spotted my fellow raider, and he got killed by the bombardier, unfortunately, and I got killed as well. But that is a welcome change. Also, you can also throw the pop triggers so that they explode. They kind of roll before they explode. So if you have some people hiding behind a wall that are kind of trapped in front of you, you can just kind of roll those things. I don't know how much damage they do because I did not test them in PvP. Everything is still so new, but we will do further testing with these things and probably even troll some people. A couple of items like the Deadline, Trailblazer, Wolfpack, and the Vita Spray have had their values increased, making them more expensive. Now, if you guys want a more detailed info on all the changes, I will leave a link to the original article from Mbok Studios themselves in the description. They have added new cosmetics as well, which I personally love the Valor set, so I got it immediately. The Surgeon set is also cool because I know lots of people love to play roleplay as medics, especially during big Arc events like the Matriarch and the Queen. But that being said, guys, I want to know what you guys think of this update. W or L update? For me personally, such a welcome update, especially the fact that there's not too many glitches. I also understand that there's a glitch with trying to search the actual comet. Sometimes the core itself just doesn't spawn in, so I'm sure that can be hot fixed. But such a W update in my opinion, guys. Let me know what you guys think, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.